What's up? We're live. Yeah, you got your score. Welcome, everybody. This is the Bad Advice Show. I'm your host, Grant Cron. This is almost the end of the regular season. We got 2 more weeks left. Playoffs are upon us. With me
Rapidly
this week,
approaching.
as always, is Trevor Philippi.
What's up, everybody? Good to be back. He's live on his
Double
own
audio,
YouTube.
yeah, I got it going on my phone.
Can never get enough viewers, everybody.
That's embarrassing. That's so fucking embarrassing.
We'll edit that out in post. It'll be good.
God damn it, Trevor! Why would you make me do that?
My bad, Grant.
No.
My bad, dude. My bad.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, everything's all right. We're off to a good start. A little late tonight. We're having fun though.
I apologize.
A little extra drunky poo cast.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Is you saying that to me?
I'm just saying it out loud.
You're just saying it?
I'm just saying it out
All
loud.
right.
I don't mean nothing by it.
All right. Yeah. No, sorry, guys. I was at a work party. I pushed it a little late. I got here though. We're good.
You got here though.
We're good. I always make time for you, the people. Always.
The people, man.
Yep.
Sorry.
But yeah, like you said, playoffs rapidly approaching. The past couple weeks have been crazy. We have kind of just a lockdown, well, not a lockdown at the top, but you get these final seed matchups are going really tight.
Yeah,
with, a couple. What is it? 6 and
7 and 4 or
7 and 6. I think it would be 7 and 6 teams.
would it be 7? Oh yeah, 7
Yep.
7 and 6.
Yep.
7 and 6 and 8 and 5 teams that are kind of battling it, and
They're
a handful of 7 and 6
absolutely-
ties. Only 2 teams have clinched playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Gritty Committee and Purple Rain. You're close,
Mm-hmm.
but a win this week, no matter what, clinches you
I
playoffs.
have to be clinched on playoffs, don't I?
No,
I can't possibly lose out and still be below or either of the 7-win teams.
Oh,
I suppose I could. 9-win team.
one of them has a.
I could
if
tie
you
and lose out, I guess.
If you
You're
lose
right.
out and one of them wins out,
They have the point advantage.
and one of them has a point advantage on you.
Probably that damn Uncle Buck.
Yeah, I think Uncle Buck has point advantage on you.
All right.
And that would mean, so I think.
I would.
For sure after this week, a win, no matter what from you, clinches you.
Cool. Well, fingers crossed. But yeah, otherwise, Gritty Committee, Purple Rain, sitting in the driver's seat.
Sitting pretty.
Flying high on the American Division.
Battling it out for the first place.
Are we conference or
for
division?
the bye. Division.
American Division, sitting good.
Should be conference, shouldn't it, though? That's the first time I ever really thought of that.
On air production meeting. We're good.
Next year it's going to be
Next
conference.
Next year it's a
Be the
conference.
American Conference and the shithole conference.
Cool. But yeah.
Little bit of housekeeping off the top here. Side pod. It's all up to date right now. First place is Trevor with 7 touchdowns. He's been leading it now for 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
God willing, I'll
Something
keep
like
leading
that?
it, but hot on my heels. Do your thing.
Hot on them heels. Then would be
6.
CR is 6. Uncle Buck's Power Drill is 6. In second place was 6. Artificial Turf Toe Tappers and No Game Plan are in third place, tied for third place with 5. So
Wide
you got
open.
Wide open. 2 weeks left. We have this week and next week.
A few weeks ago.
After that, it's over. So if you were lowest, get that money to the treasurer soon. So that can get paid out at the end of the season.
Oh. Does lowest payment go to side pot?
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Yep. So what would you get? You'd get like
It'd be 14 weeks worth of $20? $10?
15. Yeah, you wouldn't know, right? You ever paid in?
No, I don't. Not this year.
Not this
I have
year.
paid in, but not this year.
You have. So okay. So you haven't this year.
Yeah. I don't know. My math is off.
I think there's only 2 people who have never ever had to pay.
Would be what, $145? Or am I off on that? No, it'd be
It'd be like
220.
210, 220, something like that.
Oh, jeez. How embarrassing. Well, unreal. 145. That's not even close. It'd be two.
It's 2 something.
14 times 15, right?
Yeah, whatever that is.
210.
Someone in the chat want to tell
You
us.
nailed it.
210?
Jeez.
I fucking knew it. Top of the head. That was the first one. I changed it, but that was my first one. I said first. That was my
And
gut.
folks, I was just at my work party for being an earthwork estimator, and here I am. 14 times 10.
Oh, that should be all day
That should
for
be
you.
easy shit, but yeah.
Trying to think any other housekeeping. 2 weeks left. We'll go. I did make a mock up of if the playoffs ended after week 12 or after week 13. That is what the playoffs. I do have. So we'll get into that after the wrap up. We'll get through the wrap up quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we'll just get into it now.
Let's dive in head first.
Come on. There we go. All right. First matchup I have is Aardvark Kings losing to Uncle Buck's Power Drill 114 to 136. This was close at first. And then Monday night, it no longer became close. And he ran away with it. Jameer Gibbs underperforming. Brock Purdy in the snow game only getting 2 points.
Yep.
Dumb mistake. Probably should have played Caleb Williams. Probably would have won this week if I would have played Caleb
I'm
Williams.
surprised you still rostered Caleb Williams. Why don't you scroll down? What has he got?
32. I would have won if I would have played Caleb Williams.
You should have rolled with your guy. Your guy.
I should have. I should
Grant's
have.
guy, everybody.
I would have spoiled. I would have kicked CR out of playoffs had I
you?
played Caleb Williams.
Oh, CR, you are a Caleb Williams play away from out of playoffs. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not the way it goes, though. He lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, Terry McLaurin showing back up for you. That's good.
Yeah.
That's about all you got, though.
Yeah, that's all
you got
really
outside
had.
of Steelers.
I feel like I got lucky to squeak out 114.
That is a good 114 for what you're showing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Defense showed up. McLaurin
Kicker.
showed up. Everybody else was
Yeah.
non-existent.
Yeah, real workmanlike effort here from Najee Harris, David Njoku. Some unlikely sources here leading the way
Yeah.
for Uncle Bucks. That's kind of been, it's kind of how he's built, though. Like, you know, if his stars don't go off, he's got a few accessory pieces.
Yeah, he's got a couple people in the back waiting.
That can kind of pick it up, you know? Pick up the slack.
I got our picks, too.
And our picks.
I gotta go.
Ever so valuable picks.
There we go. All right, what do we have here? So
Aardvarks and Uncle
we
Bucks.
had CR at minus 20.5.
Mhm.
I took me plus 20.5. That did not hit. I lost by whatever it is, 22.
I can do the math on that one.
Yeah, can you? Yeah. So
Sorry.
that didn't hit. You took CR money line.
Yeah.
That hit. And then Connor took
He took himself.
CR, but
No, Logan.
yeah.
Or no, this was Ryan last week.
Oh yeah. He was This was what he teased it. He was so confident. He teased it up to 29.5.
Oh,
That did not hit.
What a wiener! He
So-
took his money.
Yeah.
Wow.
He should have just kept it at 20.5. I told you I don't set
20.5.
Vegas set a good odd there.
Vegas sets very good odds.
Vegas
for these
sets good
matchups.
odds.
Let's shout out Vegas here on this one because,
Shout out. They kind of nailed it.
dude, they make their money. They make their money on us.
So 0-1, 1-0, CR's 0-1.
Tough one, Grant. Tough season for you. My heart goes up.
Next matchup I have is the White Bronco boys beating the Danis system 120 to 116. You needed to win this one.
Absolutely.
This one because you guys were tied.
This was for the driver's seat of the division.
Yes.
What is it? The Haitian division.
Yep.
Yes. So this was a massive matchup. I got the job done, thankfully. Lot of help from Caleb Williams. And here he is, folks. Tyreek Hill. Finally back, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, 20.3. I mean...
Yep. And he had 1.2 at half. 1.2 points.
Really?
At half. In Green Bay. That's like, a tropical fish going to the Arctic and trying to find some food to eat, So it was not in his favor, but he's still Tyreek Hill, so...
You did have... You put a bet on this one.
I did.
You put an off bet. Do you remember what it was?
Hit. It was 5 TDs from Kupp, Kittle, Brian Thomas.
Yep, you had one touchdown from Brian Thomas. That's
so you're
it.
saying I was 4 short?
Yep.
That's what the math says?
That's what the math says. So that put that. I mean, you wanted it on your sheet. I put it on your sheet.
You did.
That puts you at 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
You did take you, so that puts you. You're at 2-1. I took Danis. CR took Danis. I'm 0-2. He's 0-2.
Shows you guys right. That's what.
Yeah.
You pick against the White Bronco boys, we come and take your head.
Danis system. You look at him. Nobody flash.
Nobody flashed. Everybody performed.
Herbert only getting we'll round up, call it 8 points. Hate to see it.
Yeah, that's what lost him the game. That's what lost him the match. Is Herbert.
You know what? I say this, and I say no offense. This was an ugly 120 from you.
It was.
It was a very ugly 120.
Let's. It was
33 from Daniels, 20 from Tyreek, 18 from Brian Thomas.
Outside of that,
and everybody else did not do great.
Yeah, really could use a George Kittle touchdown just to keep the. But where's the point? The points ain't coming from nowhere.
If you would have played Anthony Richardson, you would have been done.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, Herbert has a Herbert game. This one's easily in Dana's system's court. So you'd rather be lucky than good sometimes. Yeah. So.
All right.
Tough loss for Dana's system, but he's still trending towards playoffs. So
yeah.
Maybe a till you meet again scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're might see him in the playoffs. That's a little, if that was a playoff preview,
yeah, it
was a good preview.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a tight playoff.
You hope for a little more on both sides, but
yeah,
good playoff preview.
Next matchup is artificial turf toe tappers. The AT3 losing to the champ is here, 143-123. Secure, not secured, but like champ is here needed this win.
Absolutely, he needed it.
Because he's got Legion of Poon hot on his heels.
Legion of Poon might be the hottest team, one of the hotter teams in the league.
They're the hot, probably one of the.
He's fetch.
Probably, right, you know what I'd say? Legion of Poon, hottest team in the league right now.
Right now. Absolutely. He's riding a what? He's been well.
He's got to be.
We'll talk about Legion of Poon when Legion of Poon's
at least a 3-game win streak.
Yeah. And I think he's putting up 140s close. We'll see when he has.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the standings and then. But yeah. He's hot. He's red hot, and the champ is here is hot also. Yeah. Right when they both needed to be hot. They're cooking.
Let them cook.
Speaking of cooking, James Cook, 107 rushing yards.
Cooking.
And a 65 rushing touchdown.
Top, as they say. Very good performance from James Cook.
McBride having a great game, 21 points, no touchdowns. Just what you needed. You secured it. AT3, 123, nothing to shake a stick at. Would have beat you this week. Would have beat me this week.
Would have beat a lot of teams.
Would have beat a lot of teams. Would have beat half the league this week.
Yeah.
And it's just this wrong week, wrong time.
Ain't it funny how sometimes your team comes alive after you trade some of your best players, you know?
Yeah.
I've experienced that. We've all seen it. It's funny.
Well, he only put up 3 more points than you, but his looks like such a better 120.
Yeah.
It's just, true. A 10, a 12, just double digits across. Like, everybody just did all right.
Yeah. Jaden Reed still continues to quietly do his thing, so that's good. That's good for Mike and his keeper status. I'd imagine he's keeping him, so. Yeah, I
should have played Mark Andrews.
123.
I feel like he's been, maybe I'm wrong.
Mark Andrews back? He's definitely back.
Yeah, he's back.
Definitely back.
I feel like he's been rocking with Goddard for a while now. And every time Mark Andrews is on his bench, Mark Andrews goes off. And then he'll put him into his starting lineup, and that's when his quiet games are.
Yeah, how about Champ is here's guy, Brian Robinson with 22.
Man. God damn, I gotta get. Where's your
soundboard?
I don't know.
Obligatory Brian Robinson mention while he's on the screen. But yeah, his guy, Brian Robinson Jr., he took him out of the lineup after he was salty with him.
Yeah.
For the past week.
And he had a 40-yard rushing touchdown. He got the bonus.
40-yard rushing touchdown. Many men.
All right, so how do we pick this one? Spread was 14.5
For champ.
for champ.
Yeah.
That did hit.
4.
I took Connor and the spread.
Yeah.
You took AT3
Why would I
plus
do this?
14.
Why would I do this?
That did not hit.
It was close though.
And
So
CR
is it?
took Connor in the money line.
Damn, I got
So,
greedy.
Puts me 1-2. You're 2-2, and CR is 0-3.
Yeah.
No, 1-2. Sorry, 1-2. All right, next matchup.
There he is. Holy shit. It
Legion
happened,
of Poon
folks. It happened.
taking down Purple Rain,
He
182 to 116.
Hamadan.
When he needed a win. Hottest
God.
team in the AFFL right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hottest team, hands down, hottest team.
Hottest team. So hot. I can feel the heat right now. It's damn. What a fucking beatdown on the best team in the league.
Probably the championship favorite right now.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh! And you look at the other side. What more do you need out of your lineup? It's what didn't you get?
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's
sometimes
a
you
rough
put
go.
up a great week and someone just puts up a better one. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. There's always a bigger hog at the table. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
there's always a bigger hog.
Bigger hog at the trough. You know what I mean, brother? But yeah, seriously, Legion of Poon. Not much to say other than holy shit. I mean, Brock Bowers continues to be unbelievable.
Seahawks defense got 35.
That too.
Great.
Generation.
Oh, and he put Judy on his bench. He would have crossed 200 with Judy.
Ooh, or Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen would have done it too.
Oh yeah. No,
No,
you gotta.
because you got to subtract the points.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would have got him damn close though.
No. Gosh, if only he had another damn running back. But do you need it at this point? No.
I mean, not if you're gonna keep putting up high scores like this, but
just love to see a nice running back on this team. I think he can make it. He can still do it the way he's built. Just maybe missed opportunity, but we don't dwell on the negative here.
yeah, I
Purple
have
Rain.
one last bit of negative.
Yeah.
You want to guess what the negative is? We all took Jacob in the money line. We all three of us.
Oh gosh.
Thought, you know what? We did this last time they played.
I think
last
remember...
time they played, we did not take this seriously, and we dicked around with the soundboard for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And just like did not pay attention.
I think I remember saying this is the easiest Purple Rain like money line, but there was a play for the points for John.
Because the spread was 15.5.
Yeah. That's disrespect. John said I took that personally.
Yeah.
I took that personally.
I took that personally.
And he lays a 182. One of the. Ooh, it's a good one.
That's what he needed to stay alive. And you know what? I'll probably end up saying this again when we go through the preview. Because John plays Billy this week.
Mm-hmm. Can he double up?
If he beats Billy, honestly, he almost deserves to be in playoffs.
He's powering pretty well too.
Yeah.
So he's getting some street
Hottest team.
Hottest team in the league.
Bowers putting up 30 points. Evans putting up 25. Jacobs 21. Jacobs is having a hell of a year. And Seahawks defense getting 35.
Yeah, Jacobs has come on as of late. He had a great game just yesterday too.
And you know, you said it before. I'll say it. I don't want to take anything away from Purple Rain. 161. Great. 29 from Jackson. Bijan 25, 20 from Chase.
Yeah.
Everybody did great. Chase Brown got 19.
You're scratching your head, you go, all right, got 161. Then the rug gets pulled right out from under you.
Yeah.
It's just
classic rug pull.
Mm-hmm.
Classic crypto rug pull right here.
Mm-hmm.
You think you have it. You're going up.
Yeah.
Right out from under crash.
I'm the first to buy. I'll be the first to sell. No, you're not. You never are.
Yeah, you never are. Good job, Legion of Poon.
Great job.
Next matchup is Make Football Violent again. Losing 106 to no game plans, 173.
There we go. Another 7-6 team making its strong case.
106 is the lowest score this past week. It's $15 to the pot.
That's a rough go.
That is a rough go.
I feel like almost every lowest score has been in the 90s before this week, but it's a rough go for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe except for one or two. I think we had a lowest in like the teens, one teens.
Yeah.
Once, but 173 from no game plan. Yeah, like you said, it's a 7-6 team making a case for themselves in the hunt. They are in the hunt, and
what you got, Uncle Bucks? Where's your answer?
yeah,
got to answer. It's a good win for no game plan. It's a real.
Bucky Irvin put up 27.5 for him. I'm pretty sure he led the backfield.
What would Christian McCaffrey have put up for him? It's a goose egg, folks. That's a good trade. I had
That's a
my
great
doubts.
trade.
I had my doubts about it. I will self-confess, self-report. I had my doubts. Travis,
Made a great trade.
You might have got something here.
Made a great trade, and because that trade has kept him relevant in the playoff hunt.
And imagine not having Christian McCaffrey. This team.
For those watching, he traded Christian McCaffrey for Bucky Irving straight up. And I think everybody looked at him and was like, "What the fuck? Bad trade."
There was a lot of what the fucks. I was one of them. I didn't see.
I'm pretty sure I got a text from you too.
It was a what the fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, Travis.
But you know what?
I didn't see the vision. I didn't have the vision.
It's that kind of elite football mind that's keeping him relevant right now.
Yeah, hungry dogs are gonna eat, and Bucky Irvin's eating. No game plan's eating. It's a good team with more to give. Holy shit, though, Broncos defense.
Yeah, put up 47.8.
Okay, but in a
3
41
interceptions
to 32 win, it's a 47-point performance. Did they have like
3 interceptions? Two pick
3
sixes,
sacks, 2 defensive touchdowns, and you count the yardage on the defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, not even just the touchdowns, any interception yards.
But any other league, this doesn't happen, especially but
we reward. I mean, because we treat them like the interception yards are just like you get receiving yards.
Yes,
they caught a quarterback's passes.
Well, yeah.
So they get the yards. And most of the time, honestly, you don't notice it until like every once in a while a team puts up this. Most of the time when they get an interception, it's like right where they catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, what I was going to say is, I mean, this is what makes the league fun, is every other league, your defense has to put up a shutout and have a couple defensive touchdowns to kind of get this number. And even though they gave up 32 points, they still get the damn near 50 burger. That's impressive. Yeah. So, huge win there.
They gave up 552 yards.
Little help. They gave up 552 yards.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This was against Jameis Winston, who's having a complete rebirth in Cleveland of all
Comeback
places.
player of the year?
Oh
Jameis Winston?
You'd hope. Everyone would like that, but yeah. Unreal. That's awesome.
Benches real quickly. Tua put up 29.
He had some room on the bench. Is there Sam Darnold? There's nothing really there.
No.
Nothing really there for you if you're Make Football Violent again. But
all right, last matchup for Week 13. Gritty Committee barely squeaking a win out against Stadium Hot Dogs.
I feel you, Gritty Committee. I feel you. Sometimes 120 can do it.
Yeah?
Sometimes it can.
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
Yep.
Again, we just said Christian McCaffrey. This is who got Christian McCaffrey. Bet you're wishing you had Bucky Irvin right now.
Might be. But he's flexing Breece Hall, who's 6 points.
Not even as much as an injured McCaffrey.
If you went into this matchup and you go, Rico Dowdle's going to outscore Breece Hall by 15 points, you're going to be like, what kind of fucking stash do you got, and can I have some?
Yeah.
But here we are. This is Week 13 fantasy football playoffs. Do we not do the spreads?
No, we did not do the picks. We go back.
We'll roll back.
Shane, we had Travis favored -9.5.
Mm-hmm.
You took Travis minus 9.5. That obviously hit.
It's a good play.
So did CR. I took Shane plus 9.5. That didn't even come close to hitting.
You're about a touchdown, 2-point conversion, touchdown, 2-point conversion, touchdown, 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
You're a little bit off of that one, but that's okay.
For this week, I took Billy in the money line. Oh shit.
Did we not go 2 back?
That hit. We had Billy favorited in this minus 30.5.
Minus 30. Vegas. Don't say we. This was Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
This
Yeah,
was
that's what I
Vegas.
mean. When I say we, I mean Vegas.
Exactly. Oh, are you colluding?
No, I'm not.
Are
I'm
you
colluding.
colluding?
Hey, you take that C word out of your mouth right fucking now.
No C word. No C word. No C word. You just say we and then you say Vegas. I mean, I gotta ask.
Just because I'm looking at
There's
it.
people out here that are wondering.
You took Billy minus 30.5.
Yeah.
That didn't hit.
Unreal.
CR took Tommy plus 30.5.
Boom.
That did hit.
That's a good one. It's a good hit. Yeah. Billy,
it's embarrassing that Billy barely won because Stadium Hot Dogs put a 0 up in the tight end category.
Use the E word? Embarrassing?
Aren't you embarrassed?
Unbelievable. And hey, like we asked last week though, has Billy found his tight end? I think so. Jonnu Smith with another strong.
That's how many weeks in a row is that for Jonnu?
That's the difference
3 or 4.
This win right here. Is an overperforming tight end. Look at that.
3 good weeks are 33, 23, 21.
Ooh. Hot streak for Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, another 22. Yeah,
I've been a fan ever since the Titans days. So I've been on Jonnu Smith so much that I let him go to waivers to Billy. That's why. That's
why you love him so much.
Exactly. Yeah. But hey, on the other side, his guy Ladd McConkey continues to build steam here.
Yep.
Tyrone Tracy build some steam.
Starting to look like a great keeper.
Bo Nix. I'm sure these are 3 guys. Well, I don't know about Tyrone Tracy, but 3 guys that might be back on the team next year. For sure McConkey. For sure Bo Nix.
Tyrone Tracy could be,
it could be a flash in the pan.
So he's RB2 technically behind Singletary, even though
I don't think so. Not anymore.
Well, no, he started the season that way.
Sure.
It's starting to change, and
I think it has changed. I think it's been changed for
I don't know
while.
if Singletary is going to be back for the Giants next year. I guess I don't know what contract.
It's probably a 1-year mercenary contract.
Yeah, and so, because Tyrone Tracy's the rookie, so he's probably going to be RB1 there next year. Mm-hmm. I could see Tyrone Tracy being back on Stadium Hot Dogs as a keeper. I mean, he's got to be pretty cheap.
Never know, though.
19?
Nope.
So that's going to go up
That's
for
a no.
20-something?
That's a no from me, dog.
Be 26?
Yeah, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You could get him back for $5 in the draft or less.
Yeah,
easily.
or at least less than 20 for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
All right. That's the last matchup. Let's look at standings first. And here's the breakdown of the Haitian division. You can see Uncle Buck and No Game Plan are neck and neck.
Yep, pretty much. It's one or the other. It's
you
it's
know what?
me or you, or you could throw Dan.
Looking at this, you've clinched playoffs.
I have the points.
Yeah, you have the points over both of them.
I have the points in every scenario.
And yeah, so you've clinched playoffs. You've officially made playoffs. You're moving up divisions next year.
I don't know if I want to. I kind of like being king of Haiti. You know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like being the last king of Skyland?
King of Haiti, though. It's pretty nice. King of the remains, you know?
All right. And then Legion of Poon and the champ is here is fighting it out. Last year's champ might not make playoffs. Mm-hmm. He's got to get past. He's got to hold off the hottest team in the AFFL right now. Mm-hmm. Hard to do.
Look at that, though. The big thing here is the points difference. Look at the points difference.
Oh, yeah.
John has to win straight up. He cannot tie and get in. There's no chance. Even with the rate he's scoring at, there is no chance for him. We got 2 weeks left. He'd have to put up 300-point weeks. He'd have to put up 200-some point weeks, you know?
Yeah, he would need to... Well, they play each other. They play each other next week.
Ooh.
So
monster.
if they both win this week,
John needs to win that one to have a chance.
He needs to win out.
If John doesn't,
I guess if he loses, he needs Champ is here to lose.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because then they're tied at the end of the year.
No, they play each other next week though.
Yeah, but if he loses next week and Champ is here loses the week after.
But if they go into next week tied, it's
next
determining.
Okay, I got you.
Who?
My bad.
That matchup decides everything.
Yeah.
If they split this week, if one loses, one wins.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh.
If he loses, if Legion of Poon loses this week, Champ is here wins. That's it.
Yep.
But
let's fingers crossed for a firework finish on this one. Let's hope they both win and it's all on the table next week.
Yeah,
that would be something.
Well, I mean, Champ.
I'm hoping out of these matchups,
Legion of Poon can go into win this week. Champ is here can lose, and then next week when they play, if Champ is here wins, then they're tied, and then Champ is here gets put in because
there's multiple scenarios.
There's multiple scenarios. There's a lot playing.
How about on the other 7 and 6s? I mean, it's pretty much all eyes on the 7 and 6s.
Yeah, it's all eyes on the 7 and 6s right now.
Yeah.
I mean, let me pull up.
Points differential is there though. Somewhat.
All right, so on the screen you can't see it, but on the stream, this is what the playoff bracket looks like if playoffs ended after week 13. Gritty Committee would be playing the Champ is here in the first round, with Purple Rain getting a first round bye in the American division. Uncle Buck would be playing Dana's system to play the White Bronco Boys, who would have a bye.
Mm-hmm.
In the hunt is Legion of Poon and No Game Plan, both at 7 and 6. They're both trying to get into the playoffs here.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, a lot can happen here.
Certainly, I mean.
And Purple Rain, Gritty Committee, both 10 and 3, both have a shot at.
The bye is in play as well. That's huge as well.
Yeah, they both have a shot at the bye here. I think they also play each other either this week or next week.
Oh boy.
I think they play each other next week.
Wow. So that's huge. So the thing is, Purple Rain has the points advantage by a lot. So all he needs to do is win straight up against Gritty Committee.
Yeah.
No matter what happens this week, and he's good. But that will be one to watch. Absolutely. We're kind of the look ahead kind of. Segment right now, but I'm still looking at No Game Plan, Uncle Bucks. No Game Plan, can he make up that many points? It's unlikely.
Yeah,
he just scored 173. It'd be tough. That's what we're looking at. That's over 100 points. You'd have to make up over 100 points in 2 weeks. Well over 100 points. I mean, that's 170 points.
You need 2 170 plus weeks. For sure, at least that's bare minimum.
But you also need Uncle Bucks to score around 100.
Yeah, at least one of these weeks, I think you would need him to be the lowest scoring team.
So, No Game Plan's game plan is win out and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck's game plan is to win a game. Is he on a? Did he win last week? We went through his.
Uncle Buck.
He beat you.
Yeah, he beat me.
So he snapped his. I think it was a 4-game slide. It was at least 3.
3, I believe.
Snapped his 4-game slide to keep his playoff hopes alive.
Legion of Poon has a 3-game win streak.
Yeah.
I'll say probably hottest team right now. Hottest team in the league. I mean, even though I know Billy has a 6-game win streak.
Well, hey, No Game Plan has a 4-game win streak.
But it's about the teams you beat.
Yes. That's true. That's true. All I'm saying is No Game Plan's hot as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but not
for
the
sure.
hottest.
No, yeah.
You know, there's Venus and then there's Mercury.
Yep. Yeah.
Only one's closest to the sun, though. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into. All right. All right. The preview time. All right, first matchup is rivalry game here. It's a rivalry game.
Hey, I have yet to receive my brass spittoon. I don't know where it is.
Oh, we don't have one ordered yet.
What do you mean? I thought it was in the mail.
No.
I thought it's
No, we
been in
don't
the
have
mail
one.
for the past 3 months.
No, we don't have one ordered. We got. I found a couple online, but.
I'm not much of a chewer. So.
Well, we'll make it into a trophy. We'll put it on a nice little pedestal.
You sure we can't just make one? Can we make a clay spittoon? We could do.
No, we should get an actual.
Like that Patrick Swayze movie. I could sit behind you and make clay. Oh God! All right, clip it out. Never mind. Bad joke.
We'll find a brass one. We'll put it on a pedestal. We'll make a little trophy out of it.
I'm gonna eat cereal out of it. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Might boil hot dogs in it.
Might boil hot dogs in.
The
A couple
possibilities
dirty water dogs in the brass platoon.
It'll never smell the same. The good brass taste is what really does it for me. But
I love the irony taste of brass.
yeah, we were at good old Gordy's last night, looking at this one, watching this game, and
we each had one half of the.
This
Detroit
is the
Lions.
perfect explanation of the Detroit Lions backfield.
Yeah, this is what it is. What it's been all year.
Literally what it is. I mean, certainly it's probably never been this close.
There's been a few times I think they've done the same exact thing.
It's so funny how it works out like this, where they both can eat. You could literally safely draft them both on your team, and not even hope for an injury to one.
No, yeah, just you could both of them
play
put both of them in the RB1, RB2 slot.
It's crazy. But yeah, I guess this is interesting because we're in studio. We'll have to analyze each other's teams, I suppose. So, your key to victory, I would have to say, is again interesting lineup here. It's gonna have to start with Brock Purdy, I would imagine. It's gonna have to start with a Brock Purdy bounce back game. Looks like I think they're in Chicago, which I don't know. And he's coming off that shoulder injury. I hope he does better for you. Formerly on my team, Brock Purdy. I want to see him do good, just not against me.
Oh, and I got that's right. I got to go up against Tyreek.
Yes.
After I traded him away.
This is a trade game.
It's a revenge game for Tyreek.
Certainly. And Darnell Mooney. Have you been starting Darnell Mooney a lot lately, or?
He's been on the starting team a handful of times.
Is he still,
especially when I had Kirk, so I could double up on touches.
Is he still as hot as he is? Yeah.
Nah, he's Darnell Mooney's really cooled off.
So is Kirk, though, I feel like.
Yeah, Kirk is really cool. I mean, he had 4 interceptions last week.
He was on my team. I actually dropped him for Russell Wilson. He was part of that. He was the kickback in the Brock Purdy trade. Brock Purdy, Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah, and I sent him to you. And
I couldn't start him. He's going against Minnesota. It's a classic Kirk Cousins crap your pants game.
Yeah.
But now he'll go for 400 yards probably or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I sent him to you when he was on bye. Yeah. Next week he puts up 6.7 points with 4 interceptions.
Was good.
And then this week you sent him back.
But yeah, you're gonna need your running backs named Rashad White and Nick Chubb to go off. You're definitely gonna need, I think.
Bucky Irving is supposed to be hurt.
He's supposed to be hurt.
Yeah, we'll when we get to Travis's matchup, we'll take a look. But
that's
supposedly
huge. That's big. That's big for you.
He's
because I'm still at a huge question mark with that Chiefs backfield. I don't know who to play. I got them both. I'd like for Pacheco to take a step here, but we'll see. We'll see.
Your keys to success this week, Tyreek Hill. We saw 20 points from him last week. We need that to continue. We need to see him keep being prime Tyreek Hill. Especially not even for this week, but for playoffs.
Yeah.
You went after him. I got a couple offers for him come trade deadline from some big teams, but nothing like super serious, or at least what I would deem super serious. And so with that, I feel like you really did take a chance on him, trading for him and trying to grab him to help boost your team up. And so far, it's helped. I mean, he got 20 from him last week.
That's all I need.
You're staying in first.
Yeah.
You need to hit on the right running back call with Pacheco or Hunt, though.
Absolutely.
Whichever one you do, it doesn't matter. You just need to hit. You just need to have the right one.
The thing that's been so tough.
And then you need a touchdown for Kittle. This matchup aside, for the side pockets, you got to put some distance. You need a Kittle tutty, and that'll help you win this week too.
Yeah, and you hope that Uncle Bucks doesn't get a touchdown either. But he's got to win so bad he can't afford to start a double tight end and gun for that.
Is that what you got double tight ends going right now?
No, but Uncle Bucks, I know he's got Taysom Hill on his bench for that reason.
Yeah.
He's thought about it a few times, I think, but he needs to win so bad. I don't know that he can comfortably play him. But, yeah, this one, I mean, as people who both own Tyreek Hill this year, I will say the issue with him is you have to start him every week, no matter what. No matter what he did last week.
No matter what, he is a set and forget.
You have to put him in your lineup because the opportunity cost of missing out on one of a Tyreek Hill games is too much.
You'd be an idiot if you didn't play him. And he went off for 30-some points.
Exactly.
40 points. Like, he can do it. And you see, he put up 30 this year already.
That's the hardest part of Tyreek Hill this year, is we both experienced it. And it's like, you got to start him.
Yeah, no matter what, he's a set and forget.
Exactly.
That's it.
And I'm not a wide receiver weak team. I got some options, not a ton. I got a Brian Thomas.
You don't have a team
on
of
the bench.
Tyreeks, but you got some good ones.
I got a Brian Thomas on the bench. He's all right. I'm not going to start Khalil Shakir over Tyreek Hill, but, you got Cooper Kupp, Juwan Jennings, Brian Thomas. Tyreek Hill takes one of those spots every week, and it's a burden, it's a blessing and a curse.
I feel like Devontae Adams owners are doing the same thing.
Same thing.
He is a set and forget, and he hasn't done great this year. And
I think
when he goes off for the 30, 40-point games and you don't play him, everyone looks at you, they go, "You're a fucking idiot. Why didn't you start him?"
I think it's a little easier to understand with Devontae. He's a little older, a little longer in the tooth.
But it's just a this year thing. Last year he had a good year. Even when he
was
was with the Raiders,
he
was doing good this year.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes the grass ain't always greener.
Yeah.
They're in the Meadowlands or whatever they call it now, MetLife, but yeah, you find out. So I agree with you, though.
All right, Vegas called in and said 12.5 in your favor.
It's going to be closer than that, I think. I'll take myself. Money line.
Money line? I'm going to take me, but I'm going to take me to cover. So I'll take me plus 12.5.
I think both. That's the only predictions for both of us, though. I think this one will end up close.
Yeah.
It'll end up close. Just as the running backs predicted it here.
All right. Little bit of, I don't want to, no disrespect, no offense.
No disrespect.
Little bit of an easy one, a little bit of walk in the park for Champ is here. It's Champ is here versus Stadium Hot Dogs.
I don't think Champ is here is thinking of it this way. He's thinking of, he's a pretty consistent higher scoring team. He's had some walks in the park that turned into L's for him. He's PTSD. He's
true.
He's the fog of war right now.
Yeah,
he's in the fog of war right now. He's ready to see clearly, but you'd hope for him. You'd hope. This is a team you want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah.
For matchup sakes, to give people a hard
time. Is this a team you want to see in the playoffs?
Champ is here. Yeah, he's last year's champ. He's got a good team. He's got good things to give. It's entertainment value. The commissioner. You, as the commissioner, should want Champions here in the playoffs.
No, I don't.
No, you don't? No. All right. You heard it here. You heard it here first.
Also, I don't want John in the playoffs either.
The people need an underdog. So you don't win. Who do you want less in the playoffs? John?
Okay, here's the thing. Normally, I would say John.
Yeah?
But Champ is here being the reigning champ. I'm the only one to go back-to-back.
Okay.
I don't want to see another person go back-to-back.
That's a fair angle.
I would like to get... Because that's solidified. Yeah, sure.
It sets you apart.
Sure, I've been to the championship more times than any other team.
That ring has an asterisk.
I've gone back-to-back.
It's got a little extra diamond in it.
You could say, because I went back-to-back and all these other things, I'm the first and only true dynasty of this league. Sure, we're a dog shit team this year.
Mm-hmm.
But we're the only true dynasty of this league. And if Champ is here goes back-to-back, does that kind of ruin my dynasty reputation?
It doesn't ruin your reputation. It just makes you less special. Your shine wears off.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, I'm okay with eventually someone else going back-to-back, but this close right after I just went back-to-back, Give it a couple years.
It's all for the clout.
Give it a couple years and then go back to back. But right now, I just did it. The dynasty literally just ended this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, we were second to last year, but that's like the season off.
Yeah.
Now we had 2 bad seasons in a row. The second of the bad seasons is the first of like the actual. It's over.
I'd like to say, let us at least dig the hole, throw you in it, and bury you before we get another back-to-back, you know?
Yeah.
But it's a quickly...
Let the body cool first.
Let the body cool, exactly. But, yeah, this one looks a little one-sided. I'd say... What was it? Did you set the line? Sorry. I was too busy. I was waiting to hear myself talk. But what do you got going?
Chelly goes,
Chelly,
come to Gordy's, finish the cast here.
You know what, Chelly?
Connor Logan says, also don't have victory in a 12-man league. That's true. I don't have victory in a 12-man league.
Yeah.
But, you know what? Doesn't matter. He says...
Back-to-back is forever.
He said basically last since the 12-man. I don't care.
Yeah. So,
all right. If we get back to the matchup, though,
yeah,
Amon-Ra only putting up 10 points.
A couple stinkers back to back for him. Not stinkers, but just not,
I don't know. What did he
great.
do last week?
He looks like he was projected at 18 points. So I mean, he was probably at he was in 12.
10, 12, 12.
Yeah, which. It's all yardage for him. He's just missing the touchdowns.
Yeah. He's a touchdown away from.
Oh, he had a touchdown though this week, didn't he?
No, that's a rushing attempt.
Oh, okay. You know it's desperate when they're rushing him, but they still won the game as the Lions do. Yeah, I don't know. So who's got to make it up for him on this one? I think you're looking at one Drake London, one Jalen Waddles. Come on up, you know. One of them's got to show up. Otherwise, this one gets a lot closer, I would think.
It's been a while since we've seen James Conner back on his team. Because I think he traded him to Tommy a little bit earlier in the season.
He traded him back?
Then he traded him back.
Oh, fuck. I think you're right. He traded
so
James Conner for...
Was it Tyrone Tracy?
No.
Or was it...
It was a Tyrone Tracy trade. I think you're right. Gosh.
Yeah, I think so. So this is the first time back in his lineup, so...
Interesting.
Big things to prove. Big things to prove.
Was it Drake London? No, you traded Drake London. Yep. Never mind. Forest through the trees.
Yeah, I traded Drake London. I sent him Drake London.
Yeah, I mean...
Connor in the chat also says Baker Mayfield's going to make up for Amon-Ra's performance. Which, against Vegas has an alright deal. He is projected 23.
Vegas is aggressive at the line.
What's Max Crosby's deal?
What
is he playing? Or is he hurt?
No idea.
Or is he holding out? Because I think that's going to depend.
I hope he's not holding out. Season's already going.
Well, not holding. There were when Devontae Adams was talking shit in the middle of the season before he got traded. Max Crosby was kind of in that loop too of kind of we want to be out of here.
I don't know. Doesn't matter for him. You're playing Baker Mayfield against Vegas either way, I think.
Yeah.
They're strong at the line, but beyond that, I think they maybe have one noticeable corner. You're not playing J.J. McCarthy, I can tell you that. Amazing that he's been able to carry J.J. this long. But I suppose on the other side, a win starts. You got to find a win in multiple people. It's going to have to start with Kyler Murray. Ladd McConkey's going to have to do something. Marvin Harrison's going to have to do something.
Yeah. You're really going to need to have
kicker,
Marvin Harrison, Kyler.
The kicker, the defense are probably going to have to do something too, because I don't know if Rico Dowdle is going to get it. I don't know.
Tony
Pollard could have some success against Jacksonville.
Yeah?
I think there's some possibility there.
I'm nervous about the Vikings defense against Atlanta. Maybe I think I'm just too close to it.
Don't get worried about Atlanta. Atlanta ain't
I'm not worried about Atlanta. I'm worried about Kirk.
You're worried about Kirk coming back in Fuego? Going on Fuego?
Yeah. Muy en Fuego.
Mm.
Like, I mean, he had a bad week last week. We know he's a slinger.
He's on waivers, Grant.
Uh,
He's on waivers. You could get your guy.
I got QBs. I don't have anybody to drop.
You could get your guy.
I can't drop anybody.
You could drop a QB.
I already don't like who I dropped this week.
All right. Fair enough.
I think the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings defense has been pretty good this year, but also like we've been weak at times against the pass, and so
Kirk's been here.
Kirk slings it, and he's been here, and he knows.
Does he know the defense? He played against that defense last year.
Some of them. It is a different defense than it was last year, but
a little bit a different personnel, but B-Flow is the constant there. So
yeah,
I don't know. You might be onto something.
What
do we set the spread?
What's that? Vegas? What's that?
Vegas is coming in.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell him. Vegas has this at minus 18.5 in Connor's favor.
Oof. Just give me Champions here money line. I'm not going to overcomplicate it.
No?
That's a tempting spread. But just give me money line on Champions here. I think that's a slam dunk. I think that's a bet the mortgage bet. Right
I'm gonna take Champ is here minus 18.5.
Really?
Yep.
You're taking the cover. Okay. He can do it, certainly.
All right, Uncle Buck's power drill versus no game plan.
Ooh,
this is the matchup that's going to
heat.
seal him. Great one.
Commissioner's game of the week. I already know it is. There's no other game of the week. This is the one.
If Uncle Bucks loses here, he's not out of it.
No.
Because he's got the points.
Got the points by a lot.
He can still come back and have a tied record after next week and get pushed in.
And glide into play.
So this is not like an end-all be-all if he loses. But it doesn't look good if he loses.
No. Certainly not. For a team that had much higher expectations than 7-6
Yep.
and fighting for playoffs. Not so long ago, me, Danis System, and him were all tied at, I think, 6 wins.
Ooh.
I think we were all tied at 6 wins.
And then he went on a little bit of a losing bender.
I think so. And things have changed since then. And yeah, here we are. And he's scratching and clawing, and so is no game plan.
No game. Yeah, I think at that same. There was at one point where no game plan was almost about to take over last place for me, but
you know what this
crawled
matchup
himself
kind
out
of
of the
reminds
death.
me of? Like, you ever watch Jersey Shore and then some of the stupid dykes get in the fight and they start scratching and clawing at each
They
other.
just start
They're
clawing.
pulling hair. This is gonna be nasty. This is gonna be a nasty one, dude. This is gonna be close, and it's gonna be the dirtiest player wins. You know,
And it's
the one who rips out the most hair wins. The one who claws at the eyes. It's gonna come down to it. It's gonna come down to a greasy play. It's gonna come down to something.
It does not look good for no game plan.
If Bucky
Irving
Irving
didn't play.
or Ken Walker don't go, oh my gosh, okay, that's too many injury designations. Especially, he's got Charbonnet. He's got the backup there. So that's not.
So that's fine.
not
That
too
can
bad.
plug in.
He's going to have to play Jonathan Brooks then. He's gonna
Yeah,
have
and
to.
Bucky Irving's spot.
So-
he could put a Hubbard up into
okay,
Irving's
you're right.
spot.
Good catch.
And then he could put a Dunze
Oh, you don't like that.
or Brooks into the flex then. Yeah, you don't like that. You do not like that. But he's got
Can't
options.
throw Ertz in. Ertz is on bye.
Yeah, Ertz is on bye, so you lose one there. That's rough.
I'm sorry, but at this point, drop
DJ Moore is questionable
drop
too.
Chris Olave. What's his contract at? Chris Olave has
9.
been the fuck. It's too good.
You hold on.
It's too good.
You hold on to him, and you can make a decision next year.
Yep, I agree. Sorry, I spoke too soon.
Carlos did
big,
anybody practice today?
Big development for. Okay, so hold on.
Irving
He
didn't practice.
benched Jared Goff.
In favor of Geno.
Oh my goodness! Look at this. Somebody come look at this. He goes, Geno Smith will outperform Jared Goff. That's a big move. And he has Derrick Henry on bye. Ooh, perfect. perfect pickup for him, though. He's got Gus Edwards sliding in to fill in.
Apparently,
Jacob
Gus Edwards
Dawson.
is not even supposed to be the RB1.
Is it the other guy?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the other guy. I think you have him on your bench.
Maybe I do.
The rookie guy?
Yeah.
What do you mean, maybe I do?
I might,
Would you want to be a secret?
I might have dropped him.
Well, you had to.
I might have.
Oh.
This is where watching the show helps.
Right? Yeah, you get a little, if you're me, all of a sudden you kind of...
You convinced me, because you won't let me start an illegal lineup.
No, yeah, I'm not
So
getting... No,
I
there's
have
too
to-
much on the line.
All right, fuck it. I'm doing it.
What?
Hold on. You just fill some dead air. That's all right.
Are you going to pick them back up?
You did this to me earlier in the week, or earlier in the year.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Let me just look at
Hey,
something.
you just want to look, huh?
I just want to browse.
I just want to window shop.
You know, when the employee comes up to you, hey, can I help you find anything? No, I'm just browsing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking about making an aggressive move.
Well, an aggressive move.
An aggressive move.
Really?
Thinking about it.
Just window shop in your aggressive move.
I did it.
What'd you do?
I dropped Kareem Hunt for Vidal.
Oh,
Kamani Vidal. I think it's worth the opportunity. I think Pacheco is going to retake the backfield, and what if the other guy retakes the backfield? I don't know. So go fight over Kareem Hunt in the waiver wire.
Interesting.
Hopefully I don't shoot myself in the foot.
Hey, you guys heard it here first. Kareem Hunt's open to grab.
Boom. And it does say Gus Edwards is trending down. But back to the matchup here. What do you see that makes this one lean one way or another?
I don't see this go one way or the other. Because, okay,
I'm
so
kinda right there
you
with
do
you.
look at the amount of injuries on no game plan side does push it over Uncle Buck's way a little bit.
Absolutely. Let's say
over these last couple of years, we've been conditioned to think Najee Harris is not a good running back. So
Yes.
when you look at this running backs, you go, this is a playoff team. Gus Edwards and Najee Harris, that's a playoff team. Najee Harris hasn't been too bad this year, but it does. So it's like that running back room with these injuries, it kind of evens out to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jacoby Myers has been on a little bit of a heater as well. And Tampa Bay's
Yeah, he
secondary is not as solid as they used to be. So that could be a little bit of an angle here. But we talk about injuries on no game plan side, but CD Lamb, what's the deal with him? I see a little plus mark there.
AC joint did not practice on
AC
Wednesday.
joint? For a team that has nothing to win, you think he's going to go out and lay it all on the line? I don't know. I
Was
don't
limited
know.
in practice Friday.
Oh, this could be big.
He said Thursday he'll play in Monday's game.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
True.
It's for
Ain't that the fucking truth?
A stinky Cowboys team that has no playoff hopes, and he's got a bad shoulder, and he's going to go out and catch hospital balls from Cooper Rush.
He could play. He could throw Jefferson up into the wide
He
receivers.
certainly
and
could.
Then he's got options.
Keon Coleman, who's also almost injured. I don't know. This playing of Geno Smith over Jared Goff is going to have to pay off for him. There's no other way.
That's gonna break his team.
It could.
It's that I think in my top of my head, that's what breaks his team. If he loses this week, it's because he didn't play Goff.
If he wins, it's because more than likely injuries on the other side. I would take it.
For sure.
I think we know at this point one of those running backs probably isn't going to play. I don't know. Is any official word on either of them?
What's that?
Either of those running backs on no game plan.
Hold on.
They both aren't practicing. Is that what? You're looking at Gus?
Yeah.
The Gus bus?
He was hurt for a few weeks, it looked like.
Yeah. He went from one Harbaugh to another.
Yeah, and
sideways.
that is actually, I never even thought of that.
You know his brother called him. How about this Gus Edwards guy? What do you know about him?
The injuries make him trend down. I mean, that's a 3 attempt, 6 attempt.
He's just been behind J.K. Dobbins.
He's been an RB2, it looks like. He's been a solid, not a solid, but he's been an RB2.
He's been
a pretty solid RB2, actually. 55 yards, 27, 32.
Not bad. But
like an RB2. He's not going to win you any fantasy games.
Yeah. Gosh, though. But if no game plan starts Bucky Irving and Kenneth Walker, if they both go...
Oh, you want to see if they've practiced, didn't you?
If they both go, don't you have to think it swings toward no game plan?
Limited practice participant Friday. That's a big maybe.
He's limited, though. Limited. That means he was there. He didn't miss it.
Oh. Can I not highlight? Oh, that's stupid.
Just don't know right now. And it's a calf. I feel like he's had this calf injury all year. Said something.
Optimistic. Okay.
So DJ Moore's going to go. Kincaid. He's got 2 about same caliber. If both those running backs go, wouldn't you give it to no game plan? Wouldn't it make you feel a lot better picking no game plan?
Okay, here's the deal. Vegas has this at 3.5 favored in CR's direction.
Ooh, I love the line. Vegas, good line.
Strictly because of injuries, I'm gonna go with Uncle Buck's money line.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries are tough to look around, but that's also a weak playoff team.
Give me no game plan and the points.
Ooh.
And the points.
Okay.
I think he can do it. I think there's just more bulk points on no game plan side than on the other side. We'll see. I could eat that. It could be a blowout. We'll see.
All right, next matchup. Make football violent again versus Dana's system. Dana's system must win here. No, do you have the points on Dana's system or no?
I don't know.
Let's take a quick little peek-see.
I think I do.
Oh yeah.
Because,
I almost want to say
I'm a clinch. I'm a clinch for playoffs.
Clinch for playoffs.
Not for a number 1 though.
A loss this week from Dana's system and a loss this week from you, or a double win, you clinch first place. You clinch a first round bye because he's got 120 points he has to make up.
Yeah.
So if you guys go in with a tied record, you have the tiebreaker. So
points matter, folks. Points matter.
So you could be clinching a first round bye this week
with a win.
Yeah, with a win.
Yeah.
Or a double loss.
Both teams lose.
Yeah,
I suppose.
If he loses and you lose, you'd still probably clinch.
Not necessarily. What is Uncle Buck's at? Because if I lose and he double wins,
he's 2 wins behind.
Okay. Yep.
But you have the points on everybody, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good here at White Bronco Boys. We're good. We're riding in the left lane of the 405. We're doing good. Actually, we're riding right down the middle.
We're right. We're splitting lanes.
Yeah. Me and Al, we're riding. Yeah, this one. Oof. Yeah, Dana's system's the favorite. He should be.
Yep.
He should be. He's got a good team. He's got some good young wideouts. It is funny.
How do you feel about Pickens?
I like Pickens.
Yeah.
I do. I think he's clearly talented. He's clearly got all the talent and skill that you need from a wide receiver to make plays. And now, I mean,
he gets a fair share of targets.
Absolutely. And you get a guy who's a competent thrower of the football. I mean, earlier in the year it was Fields throwing it to him. Last year it was Kenny Pickett. You get a guy like Russ in there who can deliver a better ball than both of them. Let's just be honest. I mean, no matter what you think about Russ at this stage of his career. But George Pickens is talented enough to, you throw it up to him one-on-one. He can make the circus catch. He can do those things. I
He's
like
feisty.
Pickens. I just don't know if the offense should almost move around him. It really should.
You would think, actually, going into this year, I mean, him being the only white out there, they shipped out Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, that was last year, and I don't know. Maybe it's an attitude thing with Pickens too, because I don't know. He was fighting like fans.
He fights.
Last
He fights
week.
every week.
He's like fighting
Every
fans,
week he fights,
which is honestly sick.
Yeah,
That's
sick.
dude. Like you go take on some Cleveland fans, some drunk guys. You
some
smell
dog
like hot
pound.
dog. Yeah.
You take on the dog pound.
That's what I'm saying. But is he getting in the way of himself sometimes? I think clearly he has all the talent in the world. So I don't know. I think give him another year. Him and Russ, he's a good receiver.
Yeah.
He's a good receiver. I'd say just with Dana's system, he's riding the hot hand of these young receivers. JSN, George Pickens, they're kind of in the same boat, emerging, coming up on their own. Obviously, Pickens has a clear path to number 1 targets. JSN fighting for his keep, and I think he's been doing really good the past few weeks too.
Yeah.
So
JSN, I think, has had a pretty good season.
yes, absolutely.
Lockett and JSN going against each other. That'll be a game to watch.
Yeah, I just don't know how you can't lean it in JSN's favor at this point. I mean,
He's having a great year. 37.
He's kind of a target monster. When you get him those 11, 13 target games, which is crazy. I mean, those are JJ numbers, Like, those are Justin Jefferson numbers. Those are
16. It's 16 targets in a game.
Exactly. That's ridiculous. And if you're feeding him that kind of volume, you got to start him.
Yeah.
You got to start him for the chance.
Yeah, if he's getting that many looks.
And he's making hay with it, too. So, JSN looks really good, too. And what's his price at? He's probably going to keep him. I'd have to imagine.
I would.
He's had him all year.
You got to think Lockett's almost done. 21. Ooh.
Lockett's done after this year, I would know. 21, it's a tough decision.
He'll be, what,
How do you get
$11 next year?
He bid him at 21 from the draft? Was that...
Either that or it'd be...
He wasn't at the draft, but his associates were.
Yeah, his organization was there. Either that or he got him in Fab.
Waivers. Maybe he got him on Fab. I don't know, but 21, that's a tough decision.
Well, 21, because then next year he'll be 33, 32.
Yeah, you can't bring him back at that.
At 32, yeah, I don't think you don't bring him back at 32.
Damn, that sucks.
Unless DK wasn't there. If you know what?
There's no way. There's no way. DK and him are the
shot
future.
in the dark. If Lockett retires this year, JSN moves up to wide out 2.
I'd consider it.
Then yeah, you consider it, and you could take a stab in the dark and take a chance.
I think I'd rather roll the dice and try to get him back for less in the draft because I think you could. But on the other side, I suppose your keys to win. There's our guy Devontae Adams. Kind of same thing we talked about earlier. You're gonna start him. You need a lot from him. Coincidentally, he's playing Miami, so you get both those guys in the same game. And gosh, I mean, he just
you know what, he
does all right.
Right.
He does all right.
All right last week.
Does all right
in 22. So he's had a couple good shining games, but
yeah, it's kind of seems like he needs a touchdown to really put him over the top.
Yeah,
and then, geez, I mean, Khalil Herbert and DeAndre Swift for the running backs. It's quite the opposite. Looking on the other side, I mean, that might break the back here.
Vegas has us at 13.5 in Dana's system's favorite.
Give me Dana's plus the points. I'll get a little spicy here. I'll do Dana's system plus the points. I just don't see make football violent again.
I'll put in the same thing.
I just don't see him making up the points, especially with starting to Khalil Herbert. And I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see that game being pretty. I don't see Cincy Dallas being a blowout game.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. Well, maybe for Cincy, but we'll see. I don't see Cole Kmet having a great day against San Fran. I could eat my words. Trey Tucker. I'm pretty sure his name's Trey Tucker. Against Tampa. I mean, we'll see. These are risky plays. What's on his bench?
Yeah, Trey Tucker. I think they're kind of both playing the teams that they can.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, you can put Ridley in there, but you play Darnold. You don't play Darnold over Allen.
Nope, you don't. So it's the team he's got.
Yeah, pretty much. At least for Make Football Violent again.
Yeah.
Dan's system has, and
no competent.
I think you play 49ers D over Cardinals D.
I'd play Cardinals D.
No,
it's a divisional game.
You play 40. I mean, Nick Bosa. Was it Nick Bosa?
Yeah.
Nick Bosa's gonna tear apart. Joey's in the Chargers.
Right, yeah.
Nick is gonna tear apart that shitty Bears offensive line. You're gonna get sacks, and you're gonna probably rush the quarterback. So you might sneak out an interception.
Cardinals D has been hot though. They did decent against the Vikings too. I mean, I don't know. You should write this one down. Cardinals D versus 49ers D.
I'll put that on my bet slip.
Throw it on there.
You had an extracurricular last week. I'll take an extracurricular.
Throw it as a head-to-head. And then one of us takes the L on this one. I don't know. I just feel like some of these kind of divisional games, like a Cardinals Seahawks, and that game means a lot. I think some of these games, everyone expects it to be a shootout, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a defensive grind. And
yeah.
I don't know. I don't hate the play. I think you're right, though. You probably feel a little better with the flashier defense. But we'll see what happens. So that's why we're writing it down. But yeah, I think we're both leaning Dana's system on this one. So.
Yeah. All right, AT3 versus Purple Rain. Reed, what happened with Reed?
Uh-oh.
Did he get any looks?
He must have got
one
injured.
target.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
One target. Did a lot with it. What a catch.
Played 50%. Damn.
Jeez. That's brutal.
Yeah.
That's not how you win, Packers.
No?
No.
Jameson Williams getting 13.
Meanwhile, you got Christian Watson
bad.
fucking fumbling like an idiot. Jeez. And he did play Jameson Williams. That's a good play.
Yeah. Not a bad one. 5 receptions, 80 yards. Okay.
Sam Laporta. This was a Thursday night heavy matchup here. But yeah, Jaden Reed. Oh my gosh. Dude, he's good too. And it's like he goes with one target. It's not an injury designation. It's nothing. He just yeah, if you're AT3, you're scratching your head on that one too. Like what the hell? But this is kind of a skeleton crew lineup here. I mean, you got Amir Abdullah, Ray Davis. Yeah, you're running who you got. Jeez, that's a tough run of buys there for him. That's
DK on the bench, really?
Yeah, no, I'd be throwing DK in. Oh, you definitely wish you would have thrown DK in, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
now you just hope DK doesn't go off for 35 points.
Gosh, you really would have thought Jaden Reed would have done something, though. I can see why he did it. I can see why he did it.
I don't know if I would have played Jameson Williams over DK.
He still got you 13, which is DK's 4 most weeks. But
yeah, and then that's why. And that is why. I think
he's going for big play potential. I mean, Jameson Williams has the talent to just catch and run for a 60-yard touchdown, but that's the way she goes. But I think
we don't need to spend too much time on this
I don't think so. I think it's pretty lopsided here.
Vegas has this at 26.5 in Jacob's favor.
26.5. We had one at 30.5 last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I don't question Vegas.
I'm not.
I don't question
Why
Vegas.
are you telling me this? I'm making the odds.
I'm not. Vegas is clearly watching the show. They get in our ear.
Oh, Vegas
I'm not
doesn't
questioning.
watch. They call me during, after, before, and say, "Hey,
all right, give me Purple Rain in the points."
What we got.
No shade to Vegas. Give me Purple Rain in the points. Yeah, that's just. And this is what we said last week too. If Purple Rain loses 2 in a row to an underdog team, this would be a David and Goliath matchup.
Yes, it is.
It really would be.
This is a Palestinian children with rocks kind of matchup.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
This is a Palestinian kids versus tanks kind of matchup.
Oh, the kite runner.
This is a kite runner matchup right here.
Oh fuck! All right, but yeah. That team's just too good. Like, I think you could give them more than 26. Write it down 30.5 for me.
Oh, you want 30.5?
I'll do the CR. Give me 30.5 points.
You'll do.
Give me 30.5 points. And I will shoey on next week's show if it doesn't hit.
If it doesn't, wow.
Yeah, since my guy Fairbairn's on the waivers, don't have the hope of shoeing. There you go, folks. It's for you guys, not for me.
I'm gonna put plus.
Plus shoey.
All right.
Your choice of shoe.
I'm gonna take Jacob in the money line. I got a clean barely used shoe. You know what? You can do my Viking. I would let you do my Viking shoe.
Okay. No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't want to do it out of your Viking.
No,
shoe.
I got a clean shoe that I never use.
We could put a Ziploc bag in a shoe.
Actually, I don't know if that's gonna work. 'Cause it's like a mesh.
I'll do it out of my shoe. I'll provide the shoe.
You'll
I'll
provide
provide
that
the
shoe.
I'll wear some goddamn Italian leathers out here. It'll be great.
All right, last matchup.
Ooh.
Big matchup.
Yeah.
He's already taken down 2 giants. He's willing to take down another one. Legion of Poon versus Gritty Committee. I want to point something out. Josh Jacobs gets 24.6 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good day.
Pretty good.
Is it really a good day, though, when you put up 24 points with 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
You feel like it should be more than that, right?
Yeah, just don't look at that.
Like,
don't look at that.
if you're getting 3 touchdowns, you feel like it should be like around the 35
Just
marker?
Ignore that. Just ignore that.
34 marker? 33
should be in
marker?
the 30s with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah, you should be
the
on average
problem
about every a touchdown every 10 points.
Okay, and people out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the difference with Josh Jacobs is he's not like your catch and run kind of guy. I mean, I don't see any receiving yards there. He's not catching the balls. He's not getting the points per reception.
That's a good point. I never even saw that.
So he's kind of one-dimensional. He's a ground and pound kind of running
Yeah, he
back.
didn't even get any targets.
Yeah, and I mean, what's his targets the rest of the year? I just think that's kind of his bread and butter. He gets a few receiving yards a game. It's just not what he's good at. He's a great, like, straight downhill runner.
Yeah,
And that's what he does. So that's why, you'd rather have him on your team right now. He's hot. He's part of the reason why Legion of Poon's hot. But that's that's just why you don't see that 30-point number on a 3 TD game. I mean, if one of those is a receiving touchdown, you probably get closer to. You will definitely get closer to 30. But that's just kind of Josh Jacobs' style. That's how the Packers want to use him. So in a PPR league, that does matter when you're picking your running backs. But you take it as it comes.
Billy did pick up this Gorendo.
Gorendo. I think it's Isaac Gorendo.
Do you see how much he paid for him?
No, what was it?
$82.
$82. That's why you save all your fab for the.
And he spent every bit of fab.
Yeah.
On him.
And here's what I would have done. I would have looked at everyone else's fab, saw the next guy with the next closest number of fab.
Yeah, you guys can't see other people's fabs.
Why would you do that, Commissioner?
Nobody can see.
No fun.
I can't see other people's.
No
fabs.
fun. No fun. I'm just kidding. I respect it. So he spent all 82. What I would have done is I would have found a way to calculate.
Yeah.
it
So
all.
playoffs now.
I would have.
He can't. He's got to wait till the first come first serve now.
He needed it though. Doesn't he have a running back injured? Well, yeah, he had CMC.
Yeah, he got CMC IR.
Yeah.
Which you could
And
probably
he has
just
Joe
drop
Mixon
him
on
now
bye.
because who gives a shit?
I would too. Yeah. I'd drop him and pick up another running back.
Because you're not going to keep him.
If I'm Billy right now, I would drop him right now and pick up the guy behind Gorendo. That's exactly what I would do. Because when these things happen and the next guy up, everyone. I remember this year
Jordan
when
Mason. I know he's injured, but is Jordan Mason IR, or is he just hurt?
I think he's IR as well. I think he's. I don't know, but this happened earlier in the year. I remember Pacheco went down. Everybody wanted Carson Steele. Everyone wanted Carson Steele.
Somebody I think paid like 40 or 50 for him.
I think it was me. I think I paid like 30 some bucks for him.
You also just did not need to admit that right there.
I also believe in total transparency on this show. That's what makes us the bad advice.
We're all about transparency.
But I'm also comfortable letting Gorendo go for $82, saving my fab and grabbing the next guy in line behind him. Because sometimes these things aren't as cut and dry as they seem.
Yeah.
Certainly you feel good getting them, But if I'm you, Billy, right now, drop CMC, get the guy behind him. Someone will probably do it if they're listening right now, especially if you got a bench spot. Go and do it. Fuck it.
Yep.
Go and do it. There's no... Who's on his bench? He can drop CMC.
Yeah, he can drop CMC. Mixon's on bye, so Mixon comes back next week.
Yeah, you're not dropping anybody else.
No, yeah, you're fine. Vegas has this at -5.5 in Billy's favor.
Mm-hmm. I'll take Billy on the money line. Hold on.
I don't have nothing down yet, so it's not locked in.
We didn't even look at John. Here. He's running the same lineup back. He's throwing
Except
Judy in.
he put Cam Akers in, and he put Judy in.
Does he have to put Cam Akers in, or he just
Javonte Williams on bye.
Thank God Javonte Williams is on
He
bye.
could put Madison in. Madison or Akers?
Who we play? We play. Who did the Bucs play?
Atlanta.
Atlanta's decent run D.
I'm kind of leaning Madison. I mean, I like Akers.
I think it's a horse apiece.
I think Madison is just kind of, had a better season.
I think it's a horse apiece. I think you could see you're playing Akers in the hope that he gets a touchdown.
Year to date, 107.5.
It's a tough one. What?
Oh yeah, he's had a better season.
It was -5.
-5.5. Billy's favor.
Ooh, it's gonna be a close one. This will be such a fun one to look at or watch.
I'm gonna take Billy in the money line.
I'm gonna take Billy on the money line. Just take me. I want to go Billy money line as well. Those points. There's a path for Legion of Poon to just do
there is a small path.
There's such a path. It's not even small.
I don't know.
Bowers. Ooh, he's playing against. If Garendo lays an egg, there's a path here.
Yeah. If Garendo lays an egg, there's a path. Because then him and Akers kind of cancel each other out, and then it's kind of anybody's game. But he needs Garendo to have a bad week to counteract Cam Akers.
All right, give me Billy money line. I'm gonna play it safe. John, I'm with you in spirit.
He's a giant killer this year, but I think it kind of ends here.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, we've said this every step of the way.
It'll be a fun one to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Certainly.
That's the last matchup. Yeah, we got 2 more weeks before playoffs start, and then
we're down to it.
Yeah, so this is the nitty gritty. This is where it matters the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we got what a setup for a finish we got, especially if some things.
We super blessed with the great schedule
for the fans out there. We got a great setup for a finish. A frustrating finish for some of these people in this league. Going to be a very
depends on who you're
finish.
A fan of. It's going to be either a great ending or a terrible ending.
There's going to be some heartbreak, some elation, some joy. It's setting up for a fantastic finish. So.
Happy tears, sad tears.
Yes. All the emotion. You're not a man if you don't cry over fantasy football. I know I have in the past.
Yep.
Absolutely. So.
Last time I cried, last time I won championship.
Yeah, you hope for happy tears, but
yeah, that's so that's it. That's like I said, side pot's been updated. Trevor's in the lead with 7 tight end touchdowns, followed by CR with 6, Mike and Travis with 5, and then we got 2 more weeks before playoffs start. So good luck, everybody. Have a good rest of the night. We'll see you next week.
Good luck, all. Thanks for tuning in.